This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel, back here at Nomad RVs in Toms River, New Jersey. Today, Nomad Steve's going to give us a tour of the newest Sprinter campervan creation. So join us.
Patrick, appreciate you coming back to check out our newest client build. This is based on a Sprinter 170 3500 XD, which is their all-wheel drive. We'll show you some stuff up front. We changed the wheels and tires. They're a little bit bigger. These are the Ryco wheels. So the XD is the dually, and we swapped into super singles. We'll show that in the back. Up front, this is the Alvan's Pismo bumper. It is winch ready and also ready for lights. Client wasn't ready for that stuff just yet. Has all your sensors, your parking sensors, and your radar up front too, all from them, so it easily fits inside. If you look up top, that is your Flatline Vanco roof rack. That's going to have 525 watts of solar up there. It's also holding your Fiamma awning. That's the 12-foot awning, the F45S 350. And then you have your Van Essential bug screen. For the video, it's put up, but normally it'd be down depending on what you're doing. You're going to have full-length running board on your passenger side, and on the driver's side, it's just short for the door only. This build is optional from everybody depending how your payment is, but this is RVIA certified. So this is a brand new RV for them. When they title it for the first time, it'll be a Class B RV, not a van. Then you're going to have the AM auto sliding window. That we do standard in basically every one of our builds. Nice big sliding window, and it has the bug screen on the inside too. Depending if you're sleeping north to south or east to west, like this client is east to west, you have Backland Expedition Ear pods. These are super stout. You can beat on them. They're Indy-linered from the factory, and they're insulated too with 3/4 inch polyiso on the inside. And now you're going to see back here the super single. So it had the dualies. It has been swapped to the super single. Slightly bigger tire, still fits inside here than the factories because you have plenty of space. And when we get to the back, you'll see a dual drilled spare tire. So we went with the B2 carrier on the back of the passenger side and what is called their large expedition box from Alvan's, both items. Plenty of storage in there, plenty stout. This rack here can hold up to 200 pounds, so you got plenty of stuff that you can fit in there. Back here, you have a massive locking sliding tray. It's going to slide all the way out for you and all the way in. You're going to see the Starlink in the way back there. And then what you're seeing is a ton of access ports. So that's access to the heater, which is an SPAR S2 diesel heater. It's going to auto elevate up to 13,000 feet now. It's been updated. And then you're going to have access in there for fuses. You're going to have all your main breakers and fuses in here. You have an LED light. And then, of course, you have access to everything inside here if you so need to. And then behind all these, if something was really wrong, you can take all our panels off as always. On the passenger side, you have your gravity fill, outdoor shower with hot water, of course, and then more access ports. We can show you some of these. So this is going to get you access between the two of them for winterization. And then on the driver's side is your full electrical system. That's why you see the venting here. So that's going to have 540 amp hours of battery-borne power. It's going to have all Victron components for everything else. So a 12/3000 inverter charger. You're going to have 60 amp hours of DC to DC, 50 amp hours of your, or 50 amps of your solar controller, and all the Victron components, and then battle-borne batteries again. Here is when you can see stuff like your battery power, your fresh tank, your gray tank, all your levels. You're also going to see that on your Victron screen inside when we get to the inside there. On the back here is also Alvan's spare tire holder. This is dual drilled, so the way it's facing is for your back. You can flip it around the other way, and it's for your front. So the spare is for everywhere, just to get you, to a safe destination to fix one of your tires. And then you're going to have a 30 amp hookup. We always provide the dog bone for that because we just like the way this ties in, screws in nicely. And then it goes to your regular 10 gauge electrical cord. Flatline Vanco aluminum ladder. That's going to get you up top to clean everything, snow, clean your panels and all that stuff. There's not really storage up there. You're going to have a 20-gallon gray tank. And then we didn't mention with the fresh tank on this, being a 3500, we did a 35 gallon since you have more payload in this van. And you've got a gray tank heater underneath here. We still need to We're going to bed line underneath there, that whole tank, so everything's protected. And then you have a ball valve, which we'll show you on the inside for the switch, but that's how you drain everything, and a garden hose to hook it up to drain properly. And then here is your driver's side, short running board, so it's not in the way of anything. When we get vans from us, they're always upgraded. That's why you have, the exterior lighting package. You're going to have basically everything on the inside that you want. We'll show you briefly, but it's the 10.25 screen, navigation, all that stuff, just to make everything easy. This customer wanted some mountains, so we made some mountains out of the cedar for her so I can play off the ceiling, because we have a cedar ceiling. You have an outlet outside, or be in the inside, and then she wanted some lights here, so these have a little click on there, or if you put it on auto, when you brush your hand or you walk by, that light will turn on too. These are on little magnets, and you charge them up. They last actually, quite long, even a month at a time. From us, we're always going to carpet to hide all the metal. We don't like seeing any of that stuff. We're going to do aluminum trim around here to protect your floor. Speaking of flooring, that is a waterproof vinyl floor and a 3/4 inch subfloor underneath that. This galley here has a flip up. We did make it short enough so that if it's up, you can still get in and out, so nothing's in your way. And then, so here you have factory swivel seats, you have the vinyl, we spoke about 10.25 screens, and everything you want, creature comfort wise, power, memory seats, heated seats. We try to max out, the stuff we order from us. You have your vanlife components headliner shelf. This has a blackout curtain bar, or you can use it for a drying rack, but it's an option there. You'll see, for shipping for this lady, we just throw everything up here. That's all your blackout curtains from Van Essentials. So that's going to do all your windows everywhere in this van, insulated, including the fan above us. And then, like I said, you could do a blackout curtain here if you wanted to. You're going to have a 110-liter fridge. This is true stainless steel. It's really a boat fridge, marine grade. You're going to have plenty of counter space here. The idea is take stuff out of the fridge, put it on the counter, and then put it up to your contour microwave that's built in there. You're going to have shiplap from us for this client. Underneath, or behind it rather, is Thinsulate. We do dual layers in the wall, single layer in the ceiling to get maximum efficiency out of this build. She wanted things, a little bit shorter, so we ended up putting a shelf up here. There are a few other shelves because she wants to put a bunch of plants around. You have your 120 up here, you have DC up here, and then you got your screen there. We finally figured out how to do our little logo in the back, which was actually quite simple, but here's how you can see everything. You can see your fresh tank, you can see your waste, your battery power, the way to turn the AC on and off, and you can see what's coming in and what's going out if you want to pay attention to all your levels. You have a little light underneath here too, just like you saw on the outside, super bright. And same thing, you can put it on motion, so you can have it where you just, once you start working here, it turns on for you. As always from us, everything's on dimmer switches, including the shower, in case you want to set the mood where you're with somebody or by yourself. This is a 24 by 36 inch shower. Customer selected the Dometic cassette toilet and all brush fixtures. And then we have plenty of option color-wise for tiles and stuff like that. She chose the marble look for these, but these are super lightweight, waterproof. We waterproof behind it, as always. And then you have your Nautilus self-cleaning shower. So it scrubs itself while it closes, keep everything clean. Cedar ceiling, we briefly mentioned, but this is the Max Air fan, the 7500K. It's going to have a cover up there too, with the insulated blackout curtain there. And then we have, like I said, single layer up there, and then this is where your Dometic RTX 2000 air conditioning is. So that's 12 volt. It's going to pull about 20 amps on auto. I'm sorry, 20 amps on eco and around 45 on auto. So we have split benches back here. The table is just sitting up here for now. It will live here pretty much all the time. So that's adjustable. It can spin, it can go this way, it can do whatever she wants. And that's going to have really seating for, I'd say, an adult and a kid on the side, because these are 35 inches wide. But really, it's two adults with plenty of comfort there. More DC, another outlet here. The reason this is here, because the Starlink was in the back. And we all know routers sometimes need to be reset, so it's just easy to unplug it instead of trying to crawl in the back to reset that for the client. You have your SPAR controller up there for your heater. Night lights up there, they're dimmable, they have USBs in them. You're going to see above there another shelf for the client with the locker up there. We did hickory plywood for all the sides here. So plenty of space. She has 3 behind me, 1 on the driver's side, plus all the galley when we get to it. This can convert to a bed. We'll show you where that's stored up front actually. So that's just a board that lives up here. It's strapped in. That's a single piece that's going to go right on these rails. So we got rails on both sides. And then you're just going to pull the cushions in and then put the small cushions down, and now you have a third bed. On your driver's side, you have a little safe there, combo lock with keypad there. And then the client has a dog that apparently gets frozen food. So on the passenger's side, we have a fridge freezer we added for them too. And there's still plenty of storage around both sides, for additional stuff. There's no shortage of storage in here. She wanted 3 drawers instead of 4, so we have a nice, real nice deep drawer down here for pots and pans that she wanted. You have a little sponge spot there or other items. And then you got your induction cooktop, and then this gray water from the sink goes to the gray tank underneath, which is also where the shower goes. You're gonna have stainless 15 by 15 sink here. It's gonna come with a bamboo cutting board. She selected this. We have options for black and stuff like that too, and different styles of faucets. This is what the client wanted. On the wall here, you're gonna have, our setup is always the same. It's water pump, water heater, and dump valve. So that's how you electrically dump the gray water down there. An additional shelf. She must want a lot of plants in this one. And then you have all your storage. Again, more storage all the way down this thing. There's no real shortage of storage in this build. Then she decided to add a smart TV. So this is a 24-inch TV. It's plugged in right on the galley. It's on a locking swivel mount. So this can come out. You can watch it while you're in the front seats. She can spin it, angle it towards her, sleeping in the bed there, and then or just leave it, closed. And then more DC to DC there, which is for your, phones and stuff like that. And this client says she loves to sleep with fans, so we added 2 fans that are 12 volt. They unlock and they swivel out, all different angles, and there's timers on them too if she so chose to, fall asleep with them. This is a queen bed. 6-inch memory foam mattress, always slatted underneath for airflow. Then you can kind of see the difference between a 144 and a 170. The way the bump outs are, they're a little smaller, so it gets notched twice, but still plenty of space in there. So it's still 60 by 75 inside there for her. And I know it's a super quick rundown, but I just wanted to show you guys what we built for this client. And she's hasn't seen it in person, but she's seen it on a lot of FaceTimes, and she's stoked because it's going clear across the country into Washington State. So, Patrick, I appreciate you having me on here. If anyone wants to reach out and get more information, Nomad_RVs on Instagram, nomadrvs.com. The website's going to get redone soon, and we can start talking about your build.
Awesome, Steve. Always a pleasure to have you on the channel. Great build. Attention to detail. This client added a lot of really cool things to this.
Yeah, I was super happy with this one.
I'll see you on the next build.
I'll see you soon, Patrick.
Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.